Hey guys, welcome to another JungleSpider tutorial. Today we're gonna make a bullet 100% from scratch in Photoshop. If I sound a little bit peed off today, it's because I am. But you'll probably end up finding out tomorrow why. Anyway, let's carry on with this. Make a new layer all on its own. I'm going to hold down Control and press G to group it, to keep everything in that group what I'm going to make now. Come to my polygonal lasso tool. I'm going to click there. I'm going to hold Shift so it gets a perfectly straight line there. I'm going to click, then I'm going to come round like that, and straight down, along, up. And it don't matter about like where that joins up. Just fill it in with any colour. Hold down Control, press D to deselect. Copy that, edit, transform, flip it horizontally. You can't see that part. Gonna have that about there. I think this part looks a bit crap, so that's a bit better. Merge them all together, but since I did that, I'm gonna have to copy it again and flip it again so everything fits perfectly, because it might have been off center. Make a new layer, hold down Control and click your thumb on that bottom layer to get your dotted lines around it. Come to your channels. If you haven't got your channels up, come to Window, Channels. Click this little box with circle in it here to make a new alpha. Click that alpha. Hold down Control and press D to deselect. Come to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Click OK on that. Hold down Control and press the letter L for levels. We're going to do this like a couple of times so we get a nice smooth. Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur again. That should do it. Levels. That's good enough for me. Hold down Control and click your thumb on the alpha. Then come back to your layers window and click that new layer. Just fill it in with any colour for now. Deselect. You've got that. Get your rectangular marquee tool and chop the ends off. Just like that. Right. I've already made layer style for this. It's just a simple gradient, so I'm going to add that. I'm going to show you what it is. It's just a simple gradient. These are the colours. Colour code. Location is about 20. Oops, 20 on that one. Color code for that is there. That's white. Location 75. Color code for that one is there. And this color, oh, that's a bit darker than that other side. Color code for that. So once you've done all that, you should have something that looks like that. Hold Control and click that layer. Make a new layer. I'm gonna hold down. I'm gonna come to my paint bucket tool here. I'm gonna hold down Alt to get my eyedropper. I'm gonna click that, and then I'm gonna come to a darker color code there. Then I'm gonna fill it in. Come to my rectangular marquee tool, and with my arrow keys, I'm just gonna move that dotted line over like that and press backspace. Deselect, move tool, move this over to about here. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I'm gonna blur that a bit. I'm gonna move it a bit. Get me dotted lines. Hold down Control and Shift and press the letter I to invert, and then press backspace. Deselect. I'm gonna go down some. I kinda like colour dodged here actually. So I've got to highlight both of them layers, hold down Control and press G to group them. I'm going to copy that group. I'm going to hold down Control and press E to merge that group. Then I'm going to copy that layer, and then I'm going to come to multiply, put a multiply on that. I'm going to highlight both of them, group them again, copy that group, merge it. I always do that because then I keep backups of everything I'm doing, if you know what I mean. So now I got something that looks like this. I'm gonna draw out a dotted line down there. I'm gonna hold down Control and press C to copy, and then press F4 to paste. I'm gonna move it down a bit, just about there. We're not going to put any drop shadows or anything on this just yet, because we'll do that after when we've made the top part. I'm going to come to my burn tool. I'm going to copy one of them layers and work on a new one just in case we mess things up. This will all help out for later, like when we do add a drop shadow and stuff. I'm gonna add an inner shadow to this, because I was noticing like a faint line. See this little line here? You might not be able to see it, but I'm gonna try and hide that. That's okay for me. It's edit anyway, and when we do add a drop shadow, it'll make it look nice anyway. So I've got to group it, merge it, so it rasterizes it. Now I'm gonna control and click my thumb, make a new layer, fill it with black, come to filter, noise, add noise. Them settings are okay for me. Deselect, come down some, what the singing Christmas songs already? I do not know where that come from. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna group it. I'm gonna merge it. I shouldn't have merged it. I don't even know what it were on now. Overlay. It's added a bit of noise anyway to it. Let's get rid of that. That's alright for me. For this part anyway. Group it. Merge it. And we got that. I just typed anything random for that part. I made a layer style for this as well. That's the bullet, the shell part. That's the head part. And that's the indents for the text. And this is color overlay, opacity, color code for that, inner shadow, black, opacity, all them settings, and a drop shadow overlay with white, fully white there. Just remember that. 56 opacity. Just copy everything. Don't worry about this gap here. When we add drop shadow and stuff, it'll hide that. But depending on what kind of background you're on, because I work on dark backgrounds, so you might have to actually fill this in. Just fill it in with any colour for now. I'm going to add that. Group it, merge it. Copy it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my dotted lines around it, make a new layer above, fill it with black, lower my opacity on it a bit, because it'll be really dark in there. Gonna make a line like this. Above my shell part, make a new layer. Fill it with black. Deselect. Lower opacity on that. Copy that. Gonna come down here. Gonna make that a bit thinner. I like both of them. Merge them together. I'm gonna add a layer mask. Forgot what it was called then. Come to my brush tool. Just get rid of edges. Stuff that were on outside. But I could have just done that. Click that. Invert the dotted lines and press backspace. I'm gonna copy that. I'm going to have this one, so there's a bit of shine on the top, a bit lower than the top, if you know what I mean. Click that layer, invert it, backspace. Gonna copy that, bring it underneath. No layer, color overlay, white, okay, group it, merge it, put an overlay on it, copy it a couple of times, group them, copy that group, because that's really small, it's a bit awkward to get.